that, and customers seem to like it. And there are
Yeah.
multiple examples of that kind of thinking.
Yeah, I just want to remind our listeners that Amazon started as a bookstore and then they elaborated to other kind of products. And then they thought about this experience of reading, and then Kindle came, and then other things came from that. And I know from, I think that I read that at the beginning, when he said we're going to open this platform for other people, not only
Yes,
our products, he got lots of rejections from his management layer.
absolutely. They thought he was crazy. I mean, think
Yeah.
about it. Think about it. Again, counterintuitive. What he said was, for Amazon, if our customers can buy a product that we don't have in stock from a third party seller, that's better for the customer. This is another example of customer obsession. If the price of a third party seller is lower than what we can offer, that's better for the customer. And if it's better for the customer, it will eventually be better for Amazon and their shareholders. So
Yeah.
that's that different kind of focus. He got huge pushback. What do you
Yeah.
mean you're going to let our competitors on our page and
Yeah.
sell against us? He said, yes, but it's better for the customer.
Yeah.
So,
And I know that within the store itself, you find that it's always for the end customer side, other than the sellers. The seller are the second priority. The first priority is for the buyers and not for the sellers in that sense.
correct. And some of the pushback from over the years from third party sellers, what's called marketplace, today, is that Amazon expects every third party seller to treat customers the way they treat them. And if they don't, they might get kicked off. There is such a focus that you treat our customers better maybe than anybody else.
Right.
And that focus is there. And part of the brilliance is they charge the third party seller, right? A percentage. So they have another revenue. So they are making money and helping their customers at the same time.
Right, right. And it's really counterintuitive because usually you're saying, I have this traffic, I'm going to use this traffic, I'm not going to like
Right.
share these traffic with others, with our
Exactly.
competitors. It doesn't make sense.
It's a
Instead,
crazy,
they've
it's
done
a
it.
crazy idea. And to this day, there are very few other companies that have created a similar kind of platform because it's so counterintuitive. And for Amazon, their last numbers that I saw, 68% of all products sold on Amazon.com were from third party sellers. So they've literally created millions of small businesses by allowing those people to sell on their platform.
Yeah. Do you think that there is certain characteristics or traits that Bezos holds? When you're reading that, does he sound, I guess that he's very intelligent and fluent, that makes sense, but what do you think are the traits or the characteristics that you hear when you're hearing him talk in these letters?
Well, I think a couple of things, and I did quite a bit of research kind of on his background to try and understand better why. Why is he this way? Well, again, and you said we can just kind of say he's very smart, very intelligent, and growing up, um, one of the things that he did was spent the summers at his grandfather's ranch in West Texas. And they were in the middle of nowhere. If you've ever been to West Texas, and I have, it's
I never been there.
nothing, nothing. I mean,
Really?
yeah, oh, it's desolate, almost desert like. Um,
Okay.
and you had to fend for yourself. You couldn't just run to the store to get a part or something like that. So I think he learned from his grandfather how to be resourceful and resilient in those kinds of things. And so he spent summers there probably for about 10 years, maybe a little longer,
Yeah.
uh, with his grandfather. And the other interesting thing to me is his grandfather was one of the original scientists at, again, here in the US, now called DARPA, Defense Department Research and Development,
Really?
right?
So
Yeah. And it
intelligence
was,
is in his genetics, I guess.
I think it is. And think about having those conversations with his grandfather about all this new stuff and what it might look like. And again, that group is known for pushing the boundaries. So I think he had early experience with experimenting, testing, failing, trying again, right? All of those kinds of things that he brought into what he did at Amazon.
So his grandparents had a ranch, with horses and cows. This is what you mean?
Yes. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting to see, like the image of this young boy in this ranch.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, could you tell us about the three customer experience pillars in your
Yes.
book?
So early on, again, back to that customer obsession, three pillars at Amazon are wide selection, the everything store, right? So they
Yeah,
started with books, quickly went to music, quickly then started adding a bunch of other, types of what they call stores or product types. So wide selection, low pricing, um, and not always. I would say you could give examples where pricing is maybe lower elsewhere, but in general, you expect to go to Amazon and get low prices and fast delivery. So those three things continue to push Amazon, and I'll use a phrase again, to invent on behalf of the customer. So wide selection, again, third-party sellers fit into that. Low pricing. The more people and customers they have at Amazon, the more leverage and negotiation power they have with manufacturers, right? Because they can
right,
promise
right,
bigger, right? You get better pricing.
right.
And then fast delivery. For the first probably 10 or 15 years, Amazon made no money. They lost money. Why?
Yeah, most people don't understand that. How
Oh,
come they lost money? Could you tell
they
us about
lost
that?
money because he was building the infrastructure necessary to support the business in the future. So fulfillment centers, delivery networks cost a lot of money, and today is really unparalleled, worldwide
Yeah,
almost, right? I mean,
yeah.
and I'm a personal example. Just so we're recording this on a Monday. So
Right.
Saturday, a couple of days ago, I ordered a new Amazon Fire TV.
Hmm.
Reasons why not relevant, but I ordered a new
Yeah.
one, and it said my options for delivery were next day or by 6 p.m. tonight, Saturday
Wow.
night,
And on the same day, 6
on the
p.m.
same day,
Wow.
within, I would say, probably 5 or 6 hours. It showed up
Wow.
within that time
Yeah.
frame. Well, I mean, think about fast delivery. And
Yeah.
what Bezos says in one of his letters is, I can't imagine a day that customers want less selection, higher prices, and slower delivery. So their focus continues to be improving. And that's why you see delivery drones, right? Kind of
Yeah.
crazy, maybe. Is it ever going to
Yeah.
happen? I don't know for sure. But they're
Yeah.
willing to experiment long term to develop new things that are crazy in the beginning and become expected once people experience the benefits
Yeah.
of it.
I'm just imagining building